This video is dedicated to my little sister Brooke.
Here's how you run a marathon. Step 1, you start running. There is no step 2.
Let's talk about running a half marathon. You know, there are a lot of different plans out there that tell you to do all these different things, but honestly, I think that it's really pretty simple. Essentially, it boils down to 4 things. Number 1, your equipment. Make sure you have good running shoes. This is essential. Bad running shoes will mess up your knees and mess up your gaits and give you a lot of long-term problems. Make sure that your shoes fit well. Ask yourself, do I pronate? Do I not pronate? Get to an expert and make sure you're getting the right kind of shoes. Do you need a lot of support? Do you not need a lot of support? Are you flat-footed? I cannot stress how essential this is. Make sure you have the right shoes. Also, check what you're wearing. Anticipate chafing.
Oh God, my nipples, it's starting.
It's gonna happen. I personally struggle with the chub rub between my thighs all the time. That's why I wear compression shorts to help make sure that I'm not rubbing my thighs raw every time I go for a long run. I would also suggest wearing tall socks, not ankle socks, because I've seen plenty of bloody heels during races, and tall socks help to minimize the amount of rubbing that you're getting on the back of your ankle from your shoes. Go with the tall socks. And if you sweat a lot, make sure you're wearing a headband because sweat in the eyes sucks. Number 2, the runs. For the actual training, your goal is to bump up your mileage all the way until you hit about 11 or 12 miles 2 weeks before the race. That is your goal in training. Not 13, not 14, but 11 to 12. That's the sweet spot. So what I did is I established 4 days for running. Monday, I would do an easy run of 30 to 45 minutes. Wednesday was a medium run with 45 to 60 minutes. Thursday was another easy run of 30 to 45 minutes. And Saturday was the long run, and that's when you focus on mileage. You don't need to worry about mileage the other couple days. Just really shoot for that time. Try to run and just not stop. For the long runs every week, try and up your mileage between half a mile and 2 miles each time. This is your build day. Always trying to increase your mileage. It doesn't really matter how fast you build. Honestly, a gradual build is way better than a quick build, but you want to make sure that 2 weeks before the race, you're hitting 11 to 12 miles. That is your training goal. That is what you're building towards. You really only need to hit 11 or 12 miles because during the race, your adrenaline will carry you the rest of the way in. After you hit that long run of 11 to 12 miles, taper it back a little bit. You know, continue the same pattern, but on your long runs, only shoot between 8 and 10 miles instead. And be sure to stretch after every run. And this is so important. Make sure you're getting your hamstrings, your quads, your calves, your IT bands, your hips. Make sure you're stretching it all. And breathe. Be sure to take a lot of deep breaths while you're stretching. This should be almost like a meditative thing that you do after each workout. It's gonna help you recover better, and it's gonna help you take care of your muscles. This is essential. You need to make sure that you're doing this. Number 3 is strength training. Although cardio is important, your performance will suffer if your core and your upper body aren't able to keep up with you. I cannot tell you the amount of times my upper body has gotten tired before my legs on a long run. It's awful and annoying. So make sure that you're complementing every easy run, those 30 to 45 minutes, with an ab and core workout and then some upper body light lifting. I would also recommend on Sunday doing some heavier lifting and maybe some cross training like biking or swimming, and this just helps to make sure you're rounding out in terms of overall strength. Make sure you emphasize shoulders and your core and back because that's what's going to keep you upright the entire time you're running. You need to have those muscles strong. And number 4, diet. Make sure you're getting plenty of the calories and the nutrients you need. Now, I'm not going to give you an exact diet plan of what you need to eat all the time and everything. Like, just don't go crazy. Like, think smart, eat smart. Make sure you're hitting plenty of vegetables and plenty of fruits. Make sure you're getting plenty of proteins after you lift. You need those, and especially the carbs. On Fridays, before you go for that long run the next day, make sure you're carbo loading up. Make sure you're getting all of the carbs that you can so you have the fuel to carry you through that long run. And be sure to refuel your body after a workout. Honestly, chocolate milk is one of the best things that you can drink after a workout, so treat yourself.
Whoa! Oh! He needs some milk!
Honestly, those are my guidelines for training. I know that it's not super in-depth or complicated or anything like that, but it really doesn't need to be anyways. But essentially, make sure you got the right equipment and the right shoes. Make sure that you're running. Make sure that you're lifting, and make sure that you have the right fuel for your body. And now, on to the race!